folks, so my name is Jen, and today I'm here with a video that's slightly different but also similar to ones I've done before. So I think it was last summer at some point, maybe the fall, I posted a video where I unboxed a couple of boxes of books that I grabbed from my parents' house. I still have a bunch of my old shit there that I'm slowly bringing to where I live now. A bunch of my old books, some school books, and then like my boxed up childhood like picture books and stuff like that. So this trip I brought home a tote that's right here, full of some more books. I can't quite remember what's in here. It's a mix of just childhood books, maybe some stuff from college, and then it's just some of my just older books that I, were mine when I lived at home. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through these things and I'll show you guys what it's like, a book haul. Sort of, but it's like my old books. So I'm gonna go through them, and I boxed them up for a reason, so they're obviously things that I wanted to keep or thought I might want to keep, so there'll be things that you guys will probably see in the future, either on book tours or because I have read it or reread it and decided that maybe I still love it or maybe I don't love it and I'll, unhaul it or something. We'll see. So the first thing in here is like a scrapbook, but we're not going to show that. The next thing is this. They all kind of smell musty, like the basement too. That's the only downside. There is this very dusty Children's Atlas of the World. I really liked this when I was a kid. It had like cool pictures and stuff in it. I think I boxed this up because I wanted to keep it because I thought this would be handy, when we have kids. So, but yeah, I remember liking this, and I think I used it for school things a couple of times when I was younger, but yeah. Then we have Treasury of Disney Little Golden Books. I loved this as a kid. I remember reading this a lot. Really loved it. Yeah, it's got just a bunch of Disney stories. Wow, all of these books smell so musty. Oh my god. We have this Habla Español Introductory Course 3rd edition. This was not one of my school books from school, so I don't know how I ended up with this. But apparently I have a Spanish textbook, so I mean that's fun. That's cool. Oh, awesome. Oh my gosh, I've got some poetry in here. Okay, so I loved this. It is Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot. These are the first poems by T.S. Eliot that I ever read. I loved them. Ooh, there's a bookmark in here. Sweet! Yeah, I loved these as a kid. This is actually what the musical Cats is based off of. Yeah, I love these. Oh, I'm so excited I have this copy again. Then I have, okay, so these are definitely secondhand poetry books that I got from somewhere. This one's called The Human Abstract by Elizabeth Willis, apparently. I remember nothing about this book, but there's corners turned over, so obviously there were poems that I really loved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got this in a secondhand shop. Same goes for this one. It says 8 Minutes from the Sun by Colette Inez. I think that's the same deal. I got it at a second-hand shop. Oh, it's signed. Oh shit, it's signed. I didn't realize it was signed. Oh, that's cool. I've got... So some of the older books in here are books that were like at my grandparents' house because it used to be their books, or old books that like my mom, my aunts, my uncles, and they didn't want them anymore. And my grandparents were like, take some. And I think I took them then because they didn't want them. So this is one of them. The World's Greatest Athlete. I think this is actually based off of a movie because yeah, there's like photos in here and stuff. The World's Greatest Athlete by Gerald Gardner and Dee Caruso, Walt Disney production. So it's a boy of the jungle races a cheetah and wins. So this school decides that they're gonna have this guy come play for them. What do they play? Football, baseball, basketball, track meets, everything. Okay, everything. Basically, it's a school team. Yeah, that sounds like a Disney movie. Oh, then I have Take a Bow, BC by Johnny Hart's. That's like BC comics. They used to be, comic strip used to be in the newspaper. So that's that. That's cool. Oh, let's see. I've got Awesome Good Clean Jokes for Kids. I remember loving this. I have memorized so many of these and I loved them so much. Sometimes I just go read through them and laugh my ass off the entire time. Yeah. They're terrible jokes. They're really dad jokes. They're bad. But, oh, this is definitely aging myself here. Zack Attacks. Hanson's little brother. Unauthorized biography includes a 16-page color photo insert plus black and white photos throughout. If anyone remembers Hanson. Yeah, Zach was the youngest. I think he was closest in age to myself at the time. I was obsessed with him. Oh no, he was older than me actually. Huh, but yeah, I don't know. That's definitely dating myself. Let's see. Oh, speaking of more movie things. Okay, so I've got How the Grinch Stole Christmas novelization. Complete with photos, of course. I was very big into novelizations of movies that I loved, so I had a lot of them. Let's see. Oh, this thing. I think I have another one of Kristen Kemp's books somewhere. But this is called I Will Survive. I read this so much as a kid. It's like a girl that's boyfriend cheats on her with her best friend, and her sister's terrible, so then she decides to start getting revenge on everyone when things go wrong. And yeah, I loved this book as a teenager. This is the Good Humor book. This is like more jokes, but this is like older jokes. So some of them, like, you know, went over my head back in the day, but some of them were just like awkward. I'm sure that if I read some of these now, I'd be like, these are not funny. They probably should have never been funny, I'm sure, but I think it's from the 70s. It's just, I don't know. Oh, You're Not For Real Snoopy. It's a Charles M. Schulz, a bunch of Peanuts stuff. I collected like comic strip collections and stuff. I was super into that, so. Oh, here's another novelization. Rugrats in Paris. See with the pictures and everything. Yeah. See, I loved these. I just loved these so much. Oh, we have love poems. A whole bunch of them. 4 centuries of great love poems, apparently. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one I really liked when I was younger. My Own Worst Enemy by Carol Soniker. It's like a girl moves. She has an attitude and she decides on her new school she's going to change herself completely. So that's kind of what that's about. So let me see. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh, okay. I've got my Louise Renison books. Okay. Angus Thongs and Full Frontal Snogging. On the bright side, I'm now the girlfriend of a sex god, knocked out by my nugger-nuggers. Then he ate my boy entrancers. Away laughing on a fat camel. Fast camel? Startled by his furry shorts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 7. Dancing in my nudie pants. That's the one that I'm missing. Oh no, that's the one I have. I brought it back the last time. It's in the other room. Oh my gosh, I do have all the ones I had at the time. This was as far as I read in the series. I think there was like 3 more or something like that that I'll have to search out and find. But I was obsessed with this series when I was a teenager. I thought this was the fucking funniest thing I'd ever read. I read these so much. I loved them so much. Georgia Nicholson is the funniest fictional teenager ever. I just fucking loved these books. I'm so excited. I can reread the series. Oh my god. Oh, I'm almost sad I picked out my TBR for May. I would reread all of these. Maybe I'll do that in June. I'll take like a weekend. I'll just read the entire series. I'll have to search out the others. Because I think there's like... I have books 1 through 7. I think there's like 10 or 11 volumes. So I'll have to find those. The others. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is such a good series. This is in set in England. One of my favorite parts of it is oh, it cracked me up so much. There's a glossary at the back that explains things like what bangers are, firecrackers, bloke, a dude, you know, or as it says, a person of the masculine gender, bugger, a swear word, boyzone, an Irish boy band, chips, french fries, double cool with knobs. Double and with knobs are instead of saying very or very, 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 very. You feel silly saying he was very, 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 very cool. Also, everyone would have fallen asleep before you finished your sentence, so double cool with knobs is altogether snappier. So it's just like a glossary of these words that you might not know because you're from like America, probably. Like I am, but then it's like really funny, the explanations for them. It just, oh my god, it cracked me up so much. Oh, I have, Skeleton Man by Tony Hillerman. Do you know I've owned this for years and I don't think I ever read this back then. I don't think I ever got around to reading it. This is part of a series. It's, I don't know if it's called Lee Porn and She. It might be called Lee Porn and She. I just know that's what I know it as. It is Lieutenant Joe Lee Porn and Sergeant Jim Chi. They're basically part of the Navajo tribal police, and actually PBS used to have like a American Mysteries series that they would run about it, and Adam Beach played in it, who is just, he's like an amazing actor, and he was in Wind Talkers, if you guys saw that, and also not Wind Talkers, Code Talkers? No, it was Wind Talkers, wasn't it? Crap, what was Smoke Signals? He was also in Smoke Signals back in the day, but he plays Jim Chi, and and I used to watch those all the time because I had like a huge crush on him, and like I really liked the mysteries, that they're really cool. So I remember buying this, but I never got around to reading it. So oh, this will be fun. I can actually sit down and read this because I have read a couple of other Tony Hillerman books before that I've borrowed from my aunt, and I really liked them. So that'll be fun. I'll actually sit down and read this. Ooh. Oh, this was one of my textbooks from college. Yeah. It's, I think it was my environmental lit class. It's Animal Vegetable Miracle, A Year of Food Life by Barbara Kingsolver. She's the one who wrote the Poisonwood Bible, and this is all about her and her family basically moved to a rural place and basically decided to grow all of their food or live without it. And this documented the whole thing. Yeah, I remember reading this for school. I can't remember what I thought about it. I think I had to write I don't know if it was a paper or I had to write some kind of whatever for it, but yeah, it's interesting anyway. I thought it'd be fun to reread that. Oh, speaking of older books from family, I've got F Troop. So that's fun. I don't know if anyone's ever watched this. It is one of the dumbest shows ever. I just don't even know. This, however, oh my god, I love them. The Beverly Hillbillies. This is the Saga of Wildcat Creek. I adored this show. I would watch the reruns like all the time. I so much loved this show. I loved it so much. So this is really cool. This is in here. And I can reread this. I loved Granny. I just wanted to be Granny. She's so sassy and ridiculous. Ooh, this book. So, this book. I feel like I have talked... Who have I talked to about this book? I think it might be one of my best friends. It's called Crusader. It is by Edward Bloor. It is about a girl whose mom was murdered years ago, and it's an unsolved case because her dad's usually gone. She doesn't have her mom, and her uncle's kind of shady, and she basically works in a failing arcade in a failing mall. And then one day this violent VR game comes called Crusader, and a bunch of hate crimes happen at the mall, and there's like a lot of shit happening. I have not heard people talk about this book, but I feel like I think this is a book that I talked to one of my best friends about, and she was like, oh yeah, I read that. Or maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like it was one of my friends that I said something to them about this book, and they were like, oh yeah, I remember that book. It's really weird. But I don't know. Maybe this is the one. But yeah, this was intense from what I remember. There's a lot of intense things in here, but I wouldn't mind rereading it and seeing how I feel about it now. Okay, another novelization. Dinosaur. And another one of them. That was a weird movie. Wasn't it, guys? I don't know. Weird book. Ooh. I've got Angels and Demons. I loved this. Dan Brown. Ooh, Da Vinci Code's not in here. I wonder where my copy of Da Vinci Code is. I read that one first, and then I read this one later. This one has water damage. Some of these books have water damage because water got into the basement, apparently, in my parents' house, unfortunately. But this one has water damage that is entirely my fault, and it's because I bought it and read it when it was raining. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to reread this. Ooh. Oh, and I have an Agatha Christie. This is Elephants Can Remember. I don't know where the cover went. Oh man, yeah, this got a lot of damage to it. Oops. Oops. But, I don't know, it's not that bad. Just the cover's a little fucked. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the cover, but the dust jacket, I mean. But this Elephants Can Remember. I'm fairly certain this is a Poirot. Or if it's not yeah, it is a Poirot. And it's Ariadne Oliver is in this too. Yeah, I remember really liking this. So, that's cool. Ooh. Childhood books, childhood favorites. Oh my gosh. So, I've got Matilda. It's my copy of Matilda. It is falling apart. I remember. It is, I got this from the Scholastic Book Fair. It is warped, it is fallen apart, it is worn out. It's the movie tie-in cover. I loved this book so much. Oh, I'm so happy. And I also have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. These are like obsession with these. Oh, I'm excited. I can reread those. And, oh, one of my other favorites, Ella Enchanted. I loved this book. I loved this book so much, and I was so upset by the movie. I still kind of am a little spicy about the movie. It's awful. But yeah, I love this book. Oh, I'm so excited. I can reread my childhood favorites. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, last couple in here. We've got Dennis the Menace and his pal Joey. by Hank Ketchum, so it's more of like comic strip stuff. Funny stories. Chosen by Michael Rosen. This is like a really weird collection of stories. I remember I really liked them. They are funny. They're really bizarre. My favorite one was that they had Roald Dahl's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs poem in the back. It's just really bizarre stuff in here. I don't know. Then I have TTYL by Lauren Miracle. Also, I have read something by Lauren Miracle before. So it's all told in like IM on like AOL or whatever. Because we had books like that back then, kids. Told in IMs. Awful. And then, not awful, but now looking at it, it's funny. But at the time, I loved it. And then, oh, this one is Witch Witch by Eva Ibbotson. What is this? Airman the Awful, handsome wizard of the North, has decided to marry. Which witch will it be? He devises a contest. Whoever performs the darkest piece of magic will become his bride. Belladonna, the smallest of the coven, wants desperately to win, but she has one problem. She is a good witch. Her spells conjure up begonias and baby birds, not nests of vipers or bloodshot eyeballs, but Belladonna is in love, and she's determined to do something sinister in time for the contest. I don't remember this book at all. I know I definitely read it, but I don't remember anything about it. I don't know what that says. It's a good opening, though. As soon as he was born, Mr. and Mrs. Canker knew their baby was not like other people's children. For one thing, he was born with a full set of teeth and would lie in his pram for hours, chewing huge mutton bones to shreds or snapping at the noses of old ladies fool enough to kiss him. He's a wizard or a witch. They changed the baby's name from George to Airman. Painted a frieze of vampire bats and newt tongues on his nursery wall and decided if that he would grow up to be a wizard, they would see to it he was a good one. Okay, yeah, I can see why I bought this book at the time, because that sounds exactly like something that would have been up my alley. But yeah, I don't remember anything about this, but it sounds good. So yeah, guys, that is my fun things that I brought back from my parents' house. I have a shit ton of books that I have to figure out where to put now. But this is fun. I have a lot of things. So let me see. There's like a couple of middle grades, some young adult, some old like movie and TV tie-in books. We've got the wonderful Georgia Nicholson series. We've got a Dan Brown. We've got an Agatha Christie. We've got a couple of nonfiction, a Tony Hillerman. We've got some poetry. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I have to figure out where to put everything. But I think this is going to be great because I have some more stuff that I can, like, old favorites I can revisit. Yeah, I don't know if I'll end up unhauling any of them. Because I have good memories of the majority of these books, so I don't know. But, I'm just super excited about the Georgia Nicholson ones. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about the Roald Dahl ones, too, because I loved those. But, anyway, thank you for watching and going through this little unboxing of my old stuff with me. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have read any of these, if these are old favorites of yours, or if you want to hear more about any of them at some point. If you were like, hey, wait a second, that looked kind of cool. Yeah, let me know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for indulging me as I look through everything. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.